Good evening and thanks for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Amanda Rowley. We have our crews in front of the historic Campbell House right now for KREM Cares Christmas at the Mac. And we'll get back to them in just a few minutes, but we'll get to some headlines first. Protesters are into their 6th day of camping outside Spokane City Hall. But on Tuesday, the city's code enforcement department gave the protesters a deadline to get their belongings off the property. As our Ian Smay reports tonight, it doesn't mean the group will have to stop their protest.
People have been protesting the city of Spokane's available shelter space by camping in tents outside of City Hall since last Thursday. But tomorrow morning, a week after the protest started, is the city's deadline for them to have their belongings off the property.
9:54 tomorrow morning marks the deadline for those protesting outside of Spokane City Hall in tents to get their belongings off the property. This comes after Spokane code enforcement issued a 48-hour notice to vacate. According to city spokesperson Brian Coddington, the notice to vacate came amid health concerns.
The communication that's been made with those who are out front is related to growing health and safety concerns and considerations, both for sanitation and garbage issues, but also for the communicable diseases, so COVID, but other communicable diseases.
Code enforcement will throw out any garbage left behind, and anyone leaving personal belongings after the deadline could have code enforcement store their property. Coddington says those with property being held by code enforcement will be able to retrieve it for free. The purpose of the protest is to bring awareness to the city's available shelter space. Coddington says the city has added beds through additional shelter space as well as renting out hotel rooms, but those protesting contend it's not enough. According to Coddington, they can still protest outside City Hall after tomorrow morning's deadline, but they won't be able to have their belongings such as tents on the property. They also will have to make plans for where they will be staying.
I'm moving with Jules to a new location right now, and most of them are staying, certain ones are staying behind to finish the protest here. And so we're going to move to a different location to do another one there.
According to Coddington, there were 104 total beds available today, with 92 of those being low barrier beds and 36 being for young adults. 20 were available for households or women with children. 39 were low barrier beds for men, while there were no low barrier beds for women without children. Coddington also says there's more bed space in the works.
Mayor Woodward proposed a new low barrier shelter outside of the downtown core. And in that budget was funding for that, and the council did approve that as part of the budget on Monday. So that is something that's coming to us in the next year.
A similar protest with people setting up tents outside City Hall happened in December 2018. Police and city crews cleared that protest after a similar vacate order, and 2 people were arrested for obstructing a law enforcement officer after refusing to follow orders. In Spokane, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.
Shifting gears to weather now, things are about to shake up here in the inland northwest. Meteorologist Michelle Boss is joining us now. Michelle, we have the potential for more snow tomorrow, is that right?
Yeah, just a little bit of snow, fortunately, and it shouldn't be enough that it's going to cause too many problems for your morning commute. But we've got some chilly temperatures on the way as well. It's cold out there right now. We are below freezing at 30 degrees in Spokane, and it's fallen into the 20s in Deer Park, but below freezing temperatures just about everywhere. Moses Lake, the warm spot right now at 33 degrees, even Lewiston at the freezing mark. Here's a look at satellite and radar. We saw some filtered sunshine today, so despite the cold temperatures, wasn't a bad day, but you can see some snow to our southwest that is working its way into the inland northwest. We do have some winter weather advisories over the Blues in southeastern Washington. That will continue until tomorrow afternoon, 5 to 8 inches above 4,500 feet. And then light snow across northwest Montana and down towards Grangeville and Orofino. Those winter weather advisories start tomorrow afternoon and continue through Friday morning. Snowfall estimates here locally for tonight and tomorrow on the light side, generally 1, maybe 2 inches of fluffy snow in Spokane. That won't be all tomorrow morning. The light snow will occur throughout the day. Here's a look at the next 12 hours. Cloudy skies moving in tonight. Chilly temperatures in the 20s and highs below freezing tomorrow, and then down into the teens on Friday, which will be a chilly but dry day before more snow and possibly mixing in with some rain on Saturday.
All right, thank you, Michelle. The University of Washington has identified more than 50 likely Omicron variant COVID-19 cases in our state. So far, most of the cases identified have been in Western Washington. Today, we asked Spokane County Health Officer Dr. Frank Velasquez what is being done here in Eastern Washington to find cases.
We're focusing on any case that may be related to an activity such as international travel that could pose a risk. So we're vigilant. and we're keeping track of that. All of our providers are aware of this. All of our providers are aware of watching out for the clinical symptoms that are a little bit different.
Researchers from UW say Omicron is spreading at an alarming rate. In just 3 days, the variant doubled in positive test rates each day from 3 to 7, then to 13%. Doctors still say the vaccine or booster is your best protection against the new variant. Well, a beloved Spokane landmark was knocked down today. The White Elephant's 74-year legacy came to a close in the summer of 2020. That's because the Conley family decided to close their Spokane and Spokane Valley stores. Over the years, the White Elephant grew to become a Spokane institution. It was known for stocking everything from toys to camping gear at an affordable price. Today, the North Division store was torn down. A Panda Express will be built on the site. An employee at a Moses Lake construction site allegedly attached a derogatory word on a Joe Biden flag. The flags were removed as soon as the company was notified about them. The construction company called the flags unwarranted, and they called the employee's actions an unacceptable political stance. The company is building a new high school for the Moses Lake School District. And just in time for the holiday travel rush, a new airline is launching service from Spokane to Reno, Nevada. The first flight took off this afternoon. AHA will fly to Spokane International Airport 3 times a week. And a local nonprofit is giving a student at Madison Elementary a chance to get back to the classroom. Madeline is a 4th grader at Madison Elementary, and KREM 2's Janelle Finch tells us more about her story.
On the outside, Madeline looks like your average 4th grader. Big smile, loves math, but when you see Madeline in school, she looks a little different. This is Madeline's robot she uses to go to school. She can talk, roll, and for her favorite part is
seeing all my friends.
Madeline has cerebral palsy, so when classes went back in person, she had to do her schoolwork from home. Her teacher was the one who saw an opportunity to get Madeline back in school.
I just said, hey, I saw this robot thing that can go into the classroom for kids, through Wishing Star, and I think that would be the perfect way for Madeline to still get to be here.
The robot comes from the Wishing Star Foundation, a local nonprofit that grants wishes to kids with terminal or life-limiting illnesses. This is their first robot.
We own 5. Madeline has 1. We want to get these out. These last 4 out. We want them out in the community. We want them with other kids.
Madeline's friends and classmates have taken to her new robot well.
Everyone wanted to be her bot buddy, and everyone wanted to help and show her where to go and what to do.
And at the end of the day,
she has like a little docking station.
Madeline rolls back to her landing dock and is ready for the next day of 4th grade. In Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
Well, it's KREM Christmas at the MAC tonight, where KREM 2 and the Museum of Arts and Culture are handing out a free Christmas book and the famous Campbell House sugar cookies. It's a cold night, but everyone is safely tucked into their cars. And that is where we find our Laura Papetti and Mark and Whitney. Laura, tell us, how are the Christmas festivities looking tonight?
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun tonight. I don't know if you can hear the
honking
in the background, but it's been great here tonight as we are sitting right in front of the beautiful historic Campbell House on the MAC, the Museum of Arts and Culture campus. We call it the MAC.
Right.
Somebody new in town told me, hey, I don't know what the MAC is. So
Museum of Arts and Culture.
Museum of Arts and Culture.
It's a gem of a museum, kind of tucked back in here in Brown's Edition, right?
Absolutely beautiful. Yes, it is. It's tucked among the old houses here in the neighborhood, and it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
And people are having fun tonight.
Oh yeah,
Right.
They're honking, they're waving, they're getting these, this beautiful book, these amazing sugar cookies, and it's just been a great event so far.
I don't know if we could come back to them and see them on TV, but everyone gets a pack of these cookies. I think there's 5 or 6 of them. And the book that Whitney has right here, it's a really cool book. The illustrations are really amazing.
It's beautiful, and the bookmark is the recipe for these historic sugar cookies, which is fantastic.
It is fun. It is fun to celebrate multiple things tonight. First of all, we love everything fun at KREM. So we like just celebrating fun, but we also like celebrating, like you said, the jewel of the museum here in Brown's Edition. And then, of course, our effort at KREM to promote literacy and accessibility to books. You're taking a live look at the line and at the volunteers. The MAC has supplied us with volunteers volunteers that are out in the freezing cold. So we so appreciate all of them. And they are handing out those cookies. We have a couple of little volunteers here tonight.
Little elves.
Little elves all safely masked up, handing cookies out. They've been so cute. Right. And the kids tonight have been fantastic. They've been waving out of the car and thanking us. We get them here with the cookies, and then they find the book, and then they
hook, line, and sinker, right? All part of our plan.
Really get into
there we go.
It's a beautiful book.
Laura, I want to touch on this quickly because this event started, this is our second year of it. It
Correct.
started last year during the pandemic because we can't gather in crowds
right.
to do this, right? This is kind of a safe way to pull something like this off, and it turned out to be really popular.
It turned out to be popular for a couple of reasons. Number one, everybody likes doing the drive-through because it's warm and comfy and you can pile the kids in, right? But also people are like, but why couldn't we go inside this year? We couldn't all get inside the Campbell House safely. And so we had to keep that in mind. And then also we didn't know where we were going to be in things, right? So we planned this months ago and we thought, let's just do it. And everybody can come. And that way too, if you're on a time schedule, you can really come by. And we have not seen cars started lining up about an hour before, and we have not seen a moment's break in the traffic.
Oh yeah, people are thrilled to be here, and like you said, they came, with knowing that these cookies were a big draw. They're a tradition here in Spokane, and that's the beautiful part about being part of this kind of Spokane tradition here tonight.
Laura, I think we mentioned it, but worth mentioning again, we have about 500 books or so to give out.
Correct.
So this will continue until 6 or until they run out, right?
So I just did a quick check. My math is very poor, so obviously I should have been reading more math books. But we suspect we'll be able to go a little while longer.
Yeah.
We're going to try to stretch it out till 6 o'clock. But once we're out of books, just over 500 is what we had. And then they had about 3,000 cookies made for the event.
Wow.
So
quite a few.
So we'll keep going. So come on down, and like I said, if you're not, the line is moving quickly. So if you do get in line, it is going by rather fast.
We got to get to our break, but our coverage of Creme Christmas at the MAC continues coming up after the break.
We'll be interviewing also the membership manager here to talk a little bit more about how they are emerging from this COVID pandemic. So don't go anywhere. We're back right after the break.